Nostrum, a pet scheme or favorite remedy, especially one for bringing about some social or political reform or improvement. Synonyms: cure, prescriptions, answer. It became a nostrum among rank and file Republicans that mainstream opinions polls are biased and should be ignored. Nostrum, a pet scheme or favorite remedy, especially one for bringing about some social or political reform or improvements. Synonyms: cure, prescriptions, answer. It became a nostrum among rank and file Republicans that mainstream opinions polls are biased and should be ignored. Gambit, a device, action, or opening remark, typically one entailing a degree of risk that is calculated to gain an advantage. Synonym: plan, scheme, strategy. What began as a gambit to hold together his divided Tory party is turning into an alarmingly close contest. Gambit, a device, action, or opening remark, typically one entailing a degree of risk that is calculated to gain an advantage. Synonym: plan, scheme, strategies. What began as a gambit to hold together his divided Tory party is turning into an alarmingly close contest. Emboss, carve, hold, or stamp a design on a surface so that it stands out in relief. Synonyms: imprint, print, stamp. She took up Braille, which represent letters as embossed dot, when her sight faded 15 years ago. Emboss, carve, mold, or stamp a design on a surface so that it stands out in relief. Synonym: imprint, print, stamp. She took up Braille, which represented letter as embossed dots, when her sight faded 15 years ago. Gainsay, speak against or oppose someone. Synonyms: be against, object to, be hostile to. She was too young to know better, let alone gainsay her wicked uncle. Gainsay, speak against or oppose someone. Synonyms: be against, object to, be hostile to. She was too young to know better, let alone gainsay her wicked uncle. Ardent, enthusiastic or passionate. Synonyms: avid, impassioned, fervent. But it is not the kind of radical disruption that fintech or more ardent evangelists often foretell. Ardent, enthusiastic or passionate. Synonyms: avid, impassioned, fervent. But it is not the kind of radical disruptions that fintech more ardent evangelists more often foretell. Fracas, a noisy disturbance or quarrel. Synonyms: scuffle, brawls, affray. By the time the broadcaster took the video off his website a day later, it had caused a diplomatic fracas between Turkey and Germany. Fracas, a noisy disturbance or quarrel. Synonyms: scuffle, brawl, affray. By the time the broadcaster took the video off his website a day later, it had caused a diplomatic fracas between Germany and Turkey. Expiate, atone for guilt or sin. Synonyms: make amends for, make up for. So among the countless humiliation endured by a defeated nation, this was a pretty one now forgotten. It will be expiated on May 26th. Expiate, atone for guilt or sins. Synonyms: make amends for, make up for. So among the countless humiliation endured by a defeated nation, there was a pretty one now forgotten. It will be expiated on May 26th. Erstwhile, former. Synonyms: old, past, one time. The stake of the cooperative group its erstwhile owner was reduced to just 20%. Erstwhile, former. Synonyms: old, past, one time. The stake of the cooperative group its erstwhile owner was reduced to just 20%. Connote, of a word imply or suggest an idea or feeling in addition to the literal or primary meaning. Synonyms: indicate, signify, hint at. The expression "at the touch of a button" connotes speed and immediacy. Connote of a word imply or suggest an idea or feeling in addition to the literal or primary meaning. Synonyms: indicate, signify, hint at. The expression "at the touch of a button" connotes speed and immediacy. Eddy: of air, water, or smoke move in a circular way. Synonyms: whirl, whirl, spiral. Above all, Hokusai was a master of line and patterns, inscribing his form within contour that eddy and spill like the currents of a mountain stream. Eddy: of water, air, or smoke move in a circular way. Synonyms: swirl, whirl, spiral. Above all, Hokusai was a master of line and patterns, inscribing his forms within contours that eddy and spill like the current of a mountain stream.